Hello everyone, this is Saurabh Maurya and most welcome you all in Lingualite Capital. Dear friends, this is the part 2 of Introduction to Morphology, and in this lecture we will discuss Introduction to Morphology in some more details. Before going to start the lecture, I would like to prescribe you all that if you haven't watched my previous lecture, kindly go through that lecture. If you haven't knowledge of basics about Introduction to Morphology, then that lecture will really help you much more. Okay, so let's have a discussion on Introduction to Morphology, that is part 2. In this lecture, we will discuss the introduction to morphology and also we will repeat some terms that we had a discussion in my previous lecture too, and also we will discuss in some deep and some more about the in some more details about introduction to morphology. Okay, so when do we talk about morphology, we all know that morphology deals with the study of the internal structure of the words. As per the name, morph plus ology, we can find here that morph in the sense words and ology in the sense study. So with this we can say the definitions of morphology, that morphology is the branch of linguistics that deals with the study of the words or that deals with the internal structure of the words. Okay. Next, in my previous lecture, we had a discussion on a little bit discussion on content and function words, and in this lecture too, we will discuss content and function words in little bit. Okay, so what are the content words and what are the function words? When do we talk about content words? Content words are the words where we can attach any of the affixes. Means content words, as we all know, that is also known to be the open class word, open class words, and function word is known to be the closed class. What is in open class? In open class, we have noun, we have adjective, we have adverb, we have verb, while in closed class, we have pronoun, we have preposition, and we have conjunction. Open class means if you attach any of the either affixes, means either we attach suffix or attach prefix, that is known to be the open class words. While in closed class we attach we cannot attach any of the affixes in closed word, closed class. Like if I say I is a pronoun and we cannot attach anything. If I say but, a conjunction where we cannot attach anything. If I say of, we cannot attach anything. So in closed words we cannot attach any of the affixes. Okay. Next we will discuss about what are the perspectives of the Indian grammarians about language system. When do we talk about the language systems for the perspectives of the Indian grammarian, then according to Indian grammarians, they consider the language as the system of the four successive units. When do we talk about the Indian grammarian, they consider the language as a system of the four successive units. What are these four successive units? First one is your Vakya. Vakya in English we generally say sentence. Second one is your Pada. Pada means words. Third one is your sabda. Sorry. Sabda. Sabda in the sense you say morpheme. Morpheme. And last one is known to be the varna. Varna you know as the phoneme in English language. According to Indian grammar, they consider the language as the system of the four successive units of the speech. When, as we all know that what is phoneme? When do we talk about phoneme? In Sanskrit, when we talk about the time of the Panini, then a Panini given the name Varna to the phoneme. A phoneme is an indivisible unit of a language. Means we cannot, divide the phoneme. Like if I write B in the sense B, then you cannot divide in any of the other parts to that to this Varna. When varna combines with each other, then they becomes, or when karna sabda, when do we talk about the sabda, in simply we can say that sabda is composed of the varnas. Okay, means when varnas combines with each other, then this becomes the morpheme, which is known to be the sabda. When morpheme combines with each other and gives the meaning, then this is known to be the, also we can say that when pada is composed of the morpheme and vakya is composed of the pada, or also we can say then when morpheme combines with each other, then becomes the word. When words combines with each other, then they becomes the vakya, which is known to be a sentence. While Bloomfield in 1926 defined the language system in 5 of the successive units, where he attached, when do we talk about Bloomfield in 1926, he defined the language system as the 5 successive units, whereas 4 are the equals and there is one more between the words pada and the vakya. He attached phrase. Okay, so I think you should know about this, that phonemes, when we talk about the phonemes which is known to be the varna in the Indian terminology, is the phoneme is the significant sound units that make meaning differences that in the sound pattern of a particular language, and they do not carry any of the meaning by themselves. Okay, the smallest unit and also this one is the smallest units of the meaning bearing element that are known to be the morpheme in modern linguistics. So when we can say that when morpheme actually we have we can in a word there may be one morpheme also, there may be two morpheme also, three morpheme also. Next we talk about the morpheme. What is morpheme? When do we talk about morpheme? Before morpheme we have a point, that is phone. What is the phone? Phone is the minimal form that cannot be decomposed. Like if you write the b sound cannot be decomposed, and this is known to be the phone. Well, do I talk about the morpheme? Morpheme is the minimal unit of meanings. Okay, so as we know that morphology deals with the study of the words that and also the rules that by which words are formed, that is known to be the morphology. And if we take we are talk about the morpheme in the sense that the minimal unit of meaning. If we take an example like boy, then in boy there is only one meaning. I mean that is, we can also say one morpheme. When we attach the ish, voice in the sense we have the two meaning. If we write attach the suffixes voiceness, then there is the three meanings. Means we can say that two different morphemes may be pronounced identically. Okay. Next, we have another point that is known to be the discreteness. Discreteness in the sense, what is discreteness? It's a human tendency to divide anything in a segment form. Means, if I say any word, any of the pada or any of the sabda to any of the person, then you just gaze and you just give your own perspectives about that sabda. Okay. In the same way, the decomposition of words into morphemes illustrates one of the fundamental properties of a human language. Okay, this is known to be the discreteness. Next, when do we talk about the morpheme? We have two kind of morpheme. First one is your free morpheme and second is your bound morpheme. What is the free morpheme and what is the bound morpheme? Actually, our morphological knowledge has two components. The first component is that knowledge of the individual morphemes, and second, that is knowledge of the roles that combine them. When do I talk about the free morpheme? Free, some morphemes like boy, desire. I can directly say that root meaning, root word, which is free morpheme is also known to be the, we can easily say that a root word, where we can attach anything that is known to be the free morpheme. Okay, so these constituents are the words where we can attach something. If we attach something, that is known to be the bound morpheme. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So if we attach something, then that is known to be the bound morpheme. If we do not attach something, then there is only root in itself. Then this is known to be the free morpheme. When do we talk about the bound morpheme? Bound morpheme in the sense that when we have for attached like suffix, any of the suffix or prefix, if we attach in any of the words, then that comes under the bound morpheme. And also we can say that prefix always occurs before a morpheme. Like if I say beat in the sense if you beat someone, but if you attach en as the suffix, then this is one means beaten in the sense that something which is happened in the past. But if we add prefix un, then this means unbeaten or unbeatenable also we can say, means someone who cannot be defeated, who cannot be beat by any of the persons. Okay, while we talk about the suffixes occur after the morpheme. This one is suffixes for suffix person and this is the prefix person. A morpheme that has a character, or also we can say that has a prefix in one language may be suffix in another language and vice versa. Okay, if we attach like an, this is a prefix, this is not sure that only we have the prefix in English. This may be also that this prefix may become can be thus at the suffix position in any other of the language. Okay, so don't forget these points. Next, we will discuss the sum of the language that we will found that English, that suffixes or prefixes where we have in English, and the same opposite themes are present in any other languages. Like if we have it, just take any example. If you take voice, if you take boy, then to make the plural of boy, you add s. Okay, so this becomes boys. Okay, and if you have just example like lady, then this is the rules. Then just you remove the y persons and attach the ies. Okay, so in English we can say that to make the plural of any of the word, you attach s, es or ies as suffix. But while when we talk about the Isthmus Zapotec language, which is spoken in Mexico, to make the plural, then they use the morpheme as a prefix position, like that. Jaik. Jaik in the sense shoulder. Shoulder. If we have another example, diga. Diga. Diga in the sense ear. When they make a plural of their language, then they never attach in the suffix portion or suffix position or the final positions of the word to make plural to that word. They attach in the prefix position, that is ka. If they attach ka, I mean in Isthmus Zapotec language of Mexico, they attach ka in ka in the prefix position to make plural of that or any of the word. When they attach ka, that is kajaik, then this becomes the soldiers. If they attach ka kadiga, then this becomes the ears. Okay, next, as we all know that in English we do not add one affix to derive a noun from the verb, while when do we talk about the language of the Turkish, they derive the noun from the verb with the suffix okay. Okay, so must remember this point. Like if you take the any of the example, I think these are the same cases that we found in our English grammar also. When like if we say dur, dur means to stop. But when they attach the ak in the end position of the word, in the final position of the word, then this becomes this becomes durak. Then durak means stopping place. Durak means stopping place. Next, we have the another point that I hope we should we must remember that when we express the reciprocal action in our language, in English language, then we use the phrase like each other. Okay, where each other means, if we say that we should understand each other, then it means that whatever is my situation, I can understand. What is your situation, what is my situation, you should understand. What is your situation, I can understand. Or if you have a, suppose that if you have a affection with any of the girl, then you say that we love each other, means not only you love, she also love video. Okay, so in English language, to express the reciprocal action, we use the phrase each other. Okay, while we use the phrase each other. While when do we talk about the Turkish language, then a morpheme is added to the verb, like amla. Amla means to understand. Amla means to understand. Okay. When and next we attach analyze, we just take analyze. We take analyze in the sense to understand each other. If we say anla, anla means to understand, but they attach the suffix sh means to understand each other. Means we can say that in Turkish language, as we in English for a reciprocal action we use each other, but in Turkish language they use the morpheme sh in its suffix position to make the reciprocal action or to create the reciprocal action. Like we have one more example of this one. If we say save, if we say save, save means love, but if we attach ish, then it means each other. Actually, why do we attach here ish? As we have the same phenomena in English, like when we make the plural of English as es, we attach. In same way, they also attach sh and ish. Okay, so this is the similar as in English. Next, we have one more important point. We will talk about the language of the Southern America, the forest of the Amazon. When we'll talk about in South America, in especially Peru, an Arawakan language is spoken in Peru. That is the Arawakan language which is spoken in Peru. Actually, you should remember this point that there is only a tribe where human cannot make any of the contact. I mean, modern people, they are, I mean, they cannot make any of the contact to this community of the people. This is the we can say that for the Arawakan language which is spoken in Peru of the South America, the word are also we can say only the single morpheme, that is kaka, ka, that is kaka, and it was used to added to the verb to express the meaning costume. Express the meaning costume. Kaka means in the sense that if we have to take the any of the region, then we use the word kaka, I mean the morpheme kaka. This is a morpheme of the South America. Like if we take any of the example, like salwa, salwa in the sense to visit, to visit. But if we say salwa kaka, then this means cause to visit. Okay, so here next we have another point, that is we have here we have discussed most of the portions. prefix, suffixes, suffixes. Now we have the point, that is the infixes. What are the infixes? Infixes are not present in all the language. Only some languages have the infixes. Infixes are the morphemes. What are the infixes? Infixes are the morphemes that are inserted into other morphemes. Especially infixes are used in the Bontoc language. Infixes are especially infixes used in the Bontoc language, which is spoken in Philippines. Okay, so infixes, what does this mean? Infix in the sense that they attach the infix in the mid of the word. Okay, just we can take an example. If we had example like ficus. Ficus means, ficus in this ficus, this is the noun and it means strong. Okay, which is the adjective. We just take example colored. Colored means red. So here this is the only single, but when we use the infixes, then ficus becomes fumicos. Okay, if there is the um is the infixes here, but one more point that we should remember, that if there is a u before the u, then this u will replace from here to here. Okay, to make the infixes in the words. Next we have another word, circumfix. Circumfixes means some languages that have the circumfixes. Like circumfix means we have the base morpheme, and here suffix, and here is their prefix, then this is known to be the circumfix. Okay, circumfixes are also known to be the discontinuous morpheme. This is also known to be the discontinuous morpheme. Okay, so I hope this video will help you much more in introduction to the morphology. This is only part 2. We will also meet in the part 3 of introduction to morphology, so kindly wait. And I hope this video will help you much more as per your entrances and all other like UGC net exams or the GATE exams. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much.